Hi, Movement Treasurers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Adejoke Alima. Here, I share content on creating and treasuring beautiful moments, lifestyle, food and cocktail recipe, travel vlogs, and other amazing vlogs. Also, content creation and digital marketing for small businesses. There are amazing Moi Moi recipe out there, but this Moi Moi recipe by my mom will definitely blow your mind. So in my bowl here, I already have my peeled beans. I use 1.5 Derica of peeled beans here. Also in this bowl, you're going to see Rodo, that's Scotch bonnet, and you're going to see Shumbo, that's cayenne pepper, then a lot of onions inside this. Other things that you can also incorporate that will give you that flavor, which my mommy does, is including your Titus fish inside, like the bones and the head of the Titus. After boiling them, instead of throwing them away, incorporate it into your boiled, your peeled beans before grinding. So this is going to give it a feel of fishy taste inside your moi moi even before you start adding other proteins. As you can see now, I have grounded my I have my grounded beans here with everything inside. So the next thing is for us to proceed with the moi moi making. So I'll be showing you some of the other ingredients that we're going to be using. And one of the ingredients is a protein called fish. So this particular protein is very, very vital to making your moi moi, very important. So you can either use the roasted one or you use the boiled one. We're using the boiled one here. Our grounded moi moi mix. We have Maggi, we have groundnut oil. I'm going to leave all the old measurements in the description box. So I'm just showing you some of the ingredients that we are going to be using for this moi moi. Boiled Titus fish, Maggi, groundnut oil, our grounded moi moi mix. Now, so for our moi moi, we are going to be using this moi moi pouch. You can use a plastic, you can use leaves, you can use different things. But for this particular video, I'm going to be using this moi moi pouch. I got this moi moi pouch on my way back to Nigeria from United States, but there are a lot of stores here in Nigeria that actually sells this moi moi pouch that I'm going to be using. It's actually reusable. I've used it severally. You can use it, wash it, and reuse it again. So this is me just showing you the pouch and how the inside of the pouch looks, and that's just what I'm showing you here. So I just remember that we're supposed to use boiled eggs also for this moi moi. So this is the eggs that I'm going to be using. Just going to put them inside my kettle and I'll boil them. So we are going to heat up some of the groundnut oil that we are going to be using because we need hot oil. So we heat up some groundnut oil and we proceed with our moi moi making. So this is the moi moi mix already. So we're going to be adding Maggi to it to taste. So just make sure that you stir it together, taste it to your preference. But I'm going to be using the measurements that I use and the quantity of Maggi and every other thing used in the description box. So this is me putting Maggi inside my moi moi mix. After putting my Maggi, I'm going to add some salt to it, then stir it together. After that, the next thing we need to do is to add our hot oil. But as you can see, I already have my Maggi inside my moi moi mix. And the next thing is adding some groundnut oil to it. That's one. I'm going to be adding another one, two, and I'm going to be adding the third one, making three. So you're adding your oil into your moi moi mix. And after adding that, we mix together. Now stir it together properly. So let's get to work. It's time to stir. We keep stirring, just to make sure that all the old ingredient that we are going to be adding to the moi moi mix combines properly. So mix, 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 mix. Now you need to watch out for the consistency. The Can you see it is still very thick? And what we are looking out for is something not as thick as this because you don't want your moi moi to look like stone. So we need to achieve a level of consistency that we are looking out for. So what I'm doing here is to add some of my boiled fish water. You know, we already seasoned the boiled fish water. So if I include that boiled fish water instead of adding just ordinary water to it, it's still giving it extra taste and flavor. So I'll be adding down my boiled fish water, then adding my salt to it. You can add it when you can add this salt to it when you were adding your Maggi, or you can add it now. But just know that what you are doing is all the ingredient that you're adding to it is for taste. So add to your preference. Taste it as you are mixing it, as you're adding it to it. Taste it to know that, oh, is it tasting well? Is this all right? Do you need to add more Maggi? Do you need to add more salt? So just make sure that your Maggi and salt is to your own preference when you taste your moi moi mix. And when you add all that to it, just keep mixing. You can see that our texture now is different. It's not as thick as what we initially started with. And right now, this is the consistency that I want to achieve. This texture is fine for me. So you can even still make it lighter. You know, if you want your moi moi to be the very light moi moi, you can proceed with that. But for me, this is perfect and we are good to go. So let me check on my eggs. My boiled eggs are ready now. So what we are going to be putting in our moi moi is ready. So I'm just going to be showing you that again. We have our boiled Titus fish and we have our boiled egg. You can use other things inside, corned beef, any other things of your preference. Now we want to break the fish apart into tiny pieces, that's into some flakes. So we are breaking it into different tiny pieces so we can put it easily inside our moi moi. Whatever protein or any other thing you feel like adding into your moi moi, we need to grease our moi moi pouches. And the reason why we are greasing it with oil is to avoid stickiness and easy removal of our moi moi when it is ready. So I'll be adding small oil into the pouches, move it all around. So it's all around the pouches, not just a part of the pouch. Like I explained earlier, this is just for easy removal of the moi moi when the moi moi is ready. So I'm going to repeat this process using all the pouches that I'm going to be using for my moi moi. I think I used about 15 pouches. So I'm going to repeat the same process for that. After greasing your moi moi pouches, the next thing we want to do is to start putting our moi moi mix into our pouches. Now, we have our pouch already. So the way we are going to layer it is we are going to first put the moi moi mix into our pouch. After putting that moi moi mix into our pouch, we're going to add our fish Titus into the pouch, mix it properly together so that the whole moi moi is going to have the fish flakes all around, not just one part of the moi moi. So when you add your fish flakes into the moi moi pouch, make sure that you stir it properly together. And after stirring it properly together, the next thing you're going to do is to put your boiled eggs into it and stir that into it also. Then you now pour the moi moi mix on top of it again, just to make sure that everything layers properly. So this is the same process that I'm just going to repeat using all the pouches that I'm going to be using for this moi moi. And after doing that, the next process for us to do is to boil the moi moi. So this is just me showing you that I'm repeating the process. So repeat the process and get ready to boil your moi moi. Just to show you one more time, you put your moi moi mix into your pouch. Remember that you must have greased your moi moi pouch properly or your plastic. If you're using a plastic, add your fish into it, get your spoon, mix it properly together so that the fish flakes is inside the whole moi moi, not just one section of the moi moi. Add the next thing you do is to put your boiled egg into it, or your corned beef or any other thing you're adding. You have to put it at this point, then put another layer of your moi moi mix on top. If you're using a pouch like I did here, close it properly. And after closing it properly, the next thing for us to do is to boil it. So you can see I have put some water into my pot and it's already boiling. All you have to do is just to put all your pouches inside this your pot. Then make sure you cover it like airtight. Let it be very tight so that you allow the moi moi to boil properly. So make sure it's well covered. So keep checking this moi moi at intervals, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Just keep checking to see that the moi moi is still boiling. Just and also to avoid that the pouches is not sticking to the pot. So you need to keep checking at interval. Our moi moi is ready, guys. This moi moi tastes so good. You won't regret you won't regret trying this recipe. This is the best recipe ever. Like there is no mistake. You need to take my word for it. So my mama is ready now, and I'm going to be putting that in. I'm going to be removing the moi moi from the pouch and placing it on my plate. We've greased it earlier with oil. Now let's test it if it's going to come out easily or not. So you can see the work of greasing your moi moi pouch. Can you see? See how my moi moi, see how I'm able to remove my moi moi easily from the pouch without any stickiness at all. So that's one moi moi. I'm going to open the second moi moi also and remove it. So because I'm eating two, I'm enjoying two of this moi moi. So you see, so always grease your pouches. You can see the advantage of greasing your pouches with oil. My moi moi is ready, guys. God, this moi moi is everything and more. Like you can finish this moi moi in like you can finish 5 of this moi moi in one sitting. It tastes so good, guys. This moi moi tastes so good, and you definitely need to give it a try. Now that our moi moi is ready, what will you be pairing with this moi moi? Guys, guess what I paired with this moi moi? Is it bread? Is it gari? Or did I just eat it like that? Give it a good guess. Drum rolls. Bram, 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 bram. Dum, 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 dum. All right. If you chose gari, you are definitely right. When I have very crunchy gari at home, why would I go for bread? Well, soft bread right from the bakery would not be a bad idea. But your girl enjoy this moi moi with gari. Just look at my moi moi now. My hands are blessed. So guys, so this is the gari that I'm going to be using. This gari is so crunchy. Original Ijebu gari. So I'm just showing you the gari here. I'm going to be taking small portion of this gari because this Ijebu gari, when you take small portion, before you know, it's just going to swell up. So I'm just going to be taking just few portions of the gari. After taking that, I'm going to put water. I'm going to add no, not sugar, sugar cane. I'm going to put water in order to remove some of the shafts. I once heard that it's not good to even remove it, but come on, you need to remove some of it, though, even if you're not removing everything. Because some people say that's the beauty of the gari. Beauty in dirtiness. Hell no. So I'm going to be removing this shaft here. After removing this shaft, then I'll be adding my sugar, milk, and yeah, and that will be it. So that's my gari. The next thing I'm going to do is to add some sugar to it. Add the sugar to your preference. If you like it, if you like very small sugar, or huge sugar that's left to you. So I did 2 spoons of sugar, and I'm going to be including this Dano milk into my gari. Like, I want to soak this gari with a lot of milk because ah the problem in Nigeria is too much. Oh. So the only way that you don't even think about any of your problem is to enjoy. And please find enjoyment in every little thing you do, even if it's to drink Gary. Enjoyment self day for make person drink Gary. Oh. All right, guys, I've added more than enough milk to it. I'm going to be adding some ice cube to that too. After adding my ice cubes, I'm going to add water, mix it well properly, and that will be it, guys. My Gary and Moi Moi is ready. You need to give this a try. You really need to give it a try. I really enjoyed myself. After finishing this Gary and Moi Moi, I slept. This is it, moment treasurers. Heaven on earth. So yummy. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please help me grow on this channel, and I promise to be dropping amazing content. Thank you. See you in my next video.
Hi guys, I'm Ade Joke Halima.